Cognizant to the needs of our learners, parents, and teachers, the Department of Education provided us with powerful tools for productivity that will allow us to foster critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, communication and collaboration skills to be compassionate, responsible global citizens. Join us and discover new ideas in our series of professional development training program with the ICTS Edtech Unit and Microsoft Education Philippines. Together, we will equip our learners and empower our fellow educators for a dynamic future. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad.
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng ICTS Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del B. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Alright? Magandang buhay po sa ating lahat and welcome sa ating ETUlay online tutorial session. At ngayon po ay araw ng Biyernes, ikadalawa ng Hulyo taong 2021 at napakabilis po talaga ng panahon, no? Tayo ngayon ay nasa araw na po nga ng Biyernes at tuwing oras ng 4:40 p.m. to 5:20 p.m. ay magsasama-sama po tayo sa Senior High School General Mathematics. At ako nga po ang inyong lingkod, Tutor Romel, ang inyong pong makakasama sa oras na ito. Ayan, sabay-sabay tayong matuto sa pamamagitan ng ating ETUlay online tutorial session, Senior High School General Mathematics. Ayan, tayo nga po ay napapanood rin sa YouTube channel ng DepEd Edtech Unit. Tayo rin po ay napapanood sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page. Napapanood rin po tayo sa DepEd Philippines YouTube channel. Tayo rin po ay napapanood sa DepEd TV at DepEd tayo. Ayan. So, magandang buhay nga po muli sa ating lahat. At talaga naman, babatiin muna natin ang mga nanonood. At please do like and share our live for today. Ayan, at siguradong marami po kayong matututunan sa araw na ito. Ayan, hello kay It's Me, MM Cruz. Sino kaya ito at taga saan kaya siya? At hello din kay Edna Akuram Cornelio. She is watching. Ayan, taga saan po kaya si Ma'am Edna Akuram Cornelio? At syempre, hello rin po sa lahat ng mga silent viewers natin. Nawa po ay mag-comment kayo dyan para po ma-shoutout ko naman kayo habang tayo po ay nagbibigay ng ating or pinagsasaluhan po natin ang ating matututunan ngayong araw sa asignaturang General Mathematics. Ayan, wag na po tayo mahiyang mag-comment. Ayan, at i-share nga po ang ating live video ngayon. At ngayon nga po ay nasa 4th quarter po tayo, week 7 and 8. July 2, 2021, binabati ko ang mga kapwa ko Pasigueño ng Happy Pasig Day. Ayan, sa Pasig City po ngayon, dito po sa Pasig ay declared as non-working holiday. Ayan. So, ayan, bati-bati po muna po tayo. Hello po kay Glo Leasing, a blessful day. Ayun, magandang buhay and a blessful day rin po sa inyo, Ma'am Glo Lising. Tagasan kaya si Ma'am Glo? Ayan, siya kaya ay isang parent? Siya kaya ay isang guro or isang estudyante? Ayan, tingnan natin. Hintayin natin ang message ni Ma'am Glo mamaya. Ayan. So, hello din, of course, sa aking isa sa mga mahuhusay na estudyante, ang rank 1 ng San Lorenzo Ruiz Senior High School, Batch 2019, Francis Jerome Gadoy Swalog. Hello, hello! Francis Jerome, maraming salamat sa iyong pagtutok. Ayan. At siguradong marami ka rin matututunan. At siguradong miss na miss mo ang lesson na ito. Ayan, hello din, of course, sa aking kasamahan from Our Lady of Pilar Montessori Center. Hello po sa lahat ng mga taga Las Piñas, Ma'am Marge Vasco Vivero. Hello po. At binabati ko rin si Miss Apples na aking nakachat nitong nakaraan dahil daw merong applicant sa OLPMC na Abalya rin ang apelyido at talagang halos magkahawig daw kami ng forma. Hello po. Ayan, of course, hello rin sa ating estudyante from San Lorenzo Ruiz Senior High School. I guess he is from grade 12 UMS 04, Erwin Paul Portiliano. Hello po. Hello, Erwin. Ayan, so pagpatuloy po natin ang ating discussion. Ayan, mamaya babatiin po natin ulit ang ating mga viewers at please don't forget to like and share po ang ating live video ngayon. Maraming salamat po. Ayan, so dadako na po tayo sa ating objectives. So ano ba ang objectives ng ating pag-aaralan ngayon sa General Mathematics Week 7 and 8? Okay, so at the end of the learning episode, you are expected to, number 1, define logical operators, negation. Ayan. So we have negation, conjunction, disjunction, conditional, and biconditional. Ayan, kung ikaw na nanonood ngayong araw na ito ay mayroon ng idea about the definition of negation, conjunction, disjunction, conditional, and biconditional, huwag ka nang mahiyang ibigay ang komento sa ating comment box, mapa YouTube man yan or mapa FB page. Okay, so huwag na pong mahiya ha, at atin po yung babasahin mamaya. Ayan, and number 2, perform the different types of operation on propositions. Naku, Tutor Romel, meron pala tayong operations on propositions, no? Mamaya po, malalaman po natin yan. Okay. So, dako na po tayo sa ating buena manong activity. Ayan. So, we have here fill in the blanks. Okay. So, we have let's read this all together. So I hope kahit na nasa sarili-sarili kayong mga tahanan ay kasabay ko kayong babasahin at i-fill in the blanks ng tamang mga sagot ang mga blanks po na nandito. Ayan. So, hey, dear students, I know you. Ayan. Either you are enrolled in a private school, blank, you are studying in a public school. Ayan, for our first fill in the blank, tingnan po natin muli. Basahin natin, hey dear student, I know you. Either you are enrolled in a private school, blank, you are studying in a public school. Ano po kaya ang sagot dito? Saan po natin ilalagay si letter A? Is it in and, then, or, not, if, or if and only if? Ayan, hintayin ko po ang inyong mga kasagutan. Ayan, basahin ulit natin ha. Hey dear student, I know you. Either you are enrolled in a private school, blank, you are studying in a public school. Ayan, sige po, abang hinihintay ko ang inyong mga kasagutan. Maraming salamat rin po sa mga nakatutok. Ayan, nandito ang aking advisory class na si Angelica Vanadero. Good afternoon po. Ayan, so just type in your answer. Saan po natin kaya ilalagay si letter A? Ayan. Hello Ren. Okay, si Ma'am Glo Lising ay isang teacher from Tarlac City Division. Ayan, hello po Ma'am Glo Lising at sa lahat ng mga teachers sa Tarlac City Schools Division. Hello, hello po sa inyong lahat. Ayan, sabi naman ni Andrian Ilona, hi sir. Ayan, so hello rin sa iyo Andrian. Hinihintay ko ang inyong mga kasagutan. Ayan, and may question dito si Juanito Salas. Last day na po ngayon, sir. Hindi pa. Meron tayong ETUlay session pa next week. At abangan ang ETUlay Summer Camp Edition. Ayan, may mga summer camp offerings ang ating ETUlay. Kaya abangan po natin yan. Next week kasi magre-recognize tayo at pasasalamatan natin ang ating mga ETUlay tutors, ang ating mga eskwelahan na nakatutok, at of course, kayong mga mag-aaral. Ayan. It's a time for recognition and celebration for a job well done for this school year. Ayan, sabi ni Juanito, sumagot na si Juanito, or daw. Tingnan natin, ang letter A ba ay or? Ay, yun. Congratulations, Juanito. Tama po ang iyong kasagutan. Ayan, meron pa kayang mga habol? Hintayin po natin, no? Okay, so basahin ulit natin, no? Hey, dear student, I know you. Either you are enrolled in a private school or you are studying in a public school. Ayan, thank you very much, Juanito. Ayan, humahabol na rin si Erwin Paul Ray Porteliano. Ayan, thank you po sa inyong mga kasagutan. Ayan, yung iba po nawa ay sumagot pa para mas marami tayong mag-engage dito. Diba? Sabi, the more, the merrier. Okay, sa second na po tayo, no? I bet, comma, it does blank matter. Ayan, tingnan po natin kung ano po kaya ang kasagutan dito. Saan po natin ilalagay si letter U? Ang mga natitira na lang nating pagpipilian ay and, then, not, if and only if. Ayan. So habang hinihintay natin ang inyong mga kasagutan, babati-bati muna ulit tayo. Maraming salamat po kay It's Me, MM Cruz. Ayan. Kay Edna Akuram Cornelio na nanonood po ngayon. Kay Glo Leasing. Ayan. Kay Teacher Glo. Teacher Glo, hello po sa inyo dyan. And of course, kay Francis Jerome Swalog. Ayan. Hello po. Ayun, sumasagot na sila. Ayan, Ma'am March Vasco Vivero, maraming salamat po. Ayan, ang sabi ni Erwin Paul Ray Porteliano, ayan, and ni Juanito Salas, ang sagot ay not. Okay, sabi ang letter U daw ay lalagay natin kay not. So I bet it does not matter. Tingnan nga po natin. Correct. Ayan, so ayan, unti-unti na nating nabobuo ang ating mystery word. Ayan. So, I bet it does not matter. Basahin po natin ulit mula sa umpisa. Hey, dear student, I know you. Either you are enrolled in a private school or you are studying in a public school. I bet it does not matter. Ayun. So, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga sumasagot. Next item tayo. If you are in a private school, blank, you should make the most of the available resources you have. Okay? Sabi, if you are in a private school, blank, you should make the most of the available resources you have. Ayan, tingnan natin. Ayan, so ano po kaya ang sagot dito? Ayan, sabi ni Juanito Salas, sagot tayo, classmates. Baka pumutok na ang Bulkang Taal, baka last day na natin to makanood, enjoy na natin. Uy, Juanito, ikaw ba ay taga Batangas? Malapit ba kayo sa Bulkang Taal? So, be safe po sa inyong lahat dyan. And kasama po kayo sa aming panalangin na nawa po ay wag na pong alborotuhin ang ating Bulkang Taal. Tama ba ang word ko? Baka may magalit sa akin mga Filipino teacher. Okay, nawa ay dinadalangin natin na nawa ang Bulkang Taal ay tumahimik na, and by God's grace yan naman po ay mangyayari. At alam naman natin na hindi po kayo pabayaan ng ating Panginoon. Ayan, so hello. Ayan, Juanito, ayan, ina-invite na yung kanyang mga classmates. Sumagot na raw po kayo. Okay, ayan. Maraming salamat. Ayan, meron ng mga sumagot, no? Eto na si Erwin Paul Ray Portiliano. Sabi niya, then. Sumagot na rin si Juanito. Okay, then rin daw. Ayan, si DK Bermudez, I assume ang heart ay ibig sabihin, then anak. Hello, DK Bermudez, isa sa aking mga pioneering advisory class. And of course, sumagot na rin si Angelica Banadero ng then. Ayan, tingnan natin ha, majority then ang sagot. No, or lahat ang sagot nila then. Tingnan natin ha. So again, if you are in a private school, blank, you should make the most of the available resources you have. Kaway-kaway naman dyan sa mga very fortunate na makapag-aral sa private school kasi you are entitled, you are blessed with finances. Okay? Yan. So hello sa mga nag-aaral dyan sa private school ha. Ang ETUlay natin ay open for all. Mapa-private school students ka man o public school students, very open ka na umattend dito. Ayan, so letter E nga ang sagot dito. It's then, no? Ayan, so maraming salamat po sa inyong mga kasagutan. Nawa marami pa tayong maimbita na sumagot po. Ano? Okay, next. Oh, ayan, naku yung ating director. Ayan, direct jester. Ayan, o diba talagang ang pagiging resilient ng ating director. Ayan daw, si tutor jester po ay nasa Taal ngayon. Okay. Kasama niyo po kami, direct jester, tutor jester sa pagdasal po na maging maayos na po ang lagay natin dyan sa Batangas. At ang Bulkang Taal po ay hindi na mag-alburuto po. Ano? Okay. So, next po tayo. Ayan. So, in like manner, blank, you are in a public school, then you should value the big benefit of enjoying access to quality education for free. Okay? That's the good thing naman in our country, no? Or in any country, I guess, because we have this public school system which entitled us, individual, to the access to quality education for free. Ayan. Ano naman po kaya ang sagot dito? In like manner, blank, if you are in a public school, then you should value the big benefit of enjoying access to quality education for free. Ayan. So sumagot na rin si Erwin. Ayan, sumagot na siya. Erwin Paul, Ray Portiliano, ang sagot ay if. No? Tingnan natin, hintayin pa natin yung iba. Okay, ayan si Angelica. Thank you po sa inyong pagsagot. Si Juanito Salas, taga Pangasinan siya. Okay, pero nakikisa siya sa pagdarasal dahil marami raw siyang pinsan sa Batangas at Cavite. Actually, meron akong hometown sa may Santo Tomas, Batangas. So, talagang ipanalangin natin ang katahimikan ng Bulkang Taal. Ayan. So sumagot na si Juanito ng if. Tingnan natin. Ayun, if nga po ang sagot dito. Ayan. So if you are in a public school, then you should value the big benefit of enjoying access to quality education for free. Siyempre, kung sinout-out natin ng mga private school students natin kanina, shout-out rin sa mga kabagang ko na public na produkto ng public school. Ayan. Hello po sa inyong lahat. Ayan. Next item tayo. Victory knows no place. Blank, any individual can be successful. Tandaan natin to ha. Okay, once again, I'm going to repeat it because this is very important. Victory knows no place. Blank, any individual can be successful. Key in your answer now, keyboard warriors natin na mga nanonood ngayon. Ano po kaya ang sagot dito? Ayan, so sumagot na rin si Angelica ng if. Dito yon kanina, no? Oo. Okay? And sumagot na si Erwin ng if and only if. Tingnan natin. Victory knows no place. Blank, any individual can be successful. Ayan, tingnan natin. Okay. Why nga po ito, no? If and only if. Okay? Victory knows no place. If and only if any individual can be successful. That's correct, no? Whether you are a product of public school system or the private school system, we are all entitled for victory. Ayan, okay. So, ayan. So, tignan po natin ang susunod. A person has to look at the brighter side. Black. One can grow whatever or wherever she is planted. Truly, God is fair. Napakaganda po nito, no? Truly, God is fair. At talagang napapanahon po itong ating pagninilay ngayon, itong ating intro or buena manong activity. O, diba? So, i-reveal na natin ang sagot dito. Of course, it's letter B. And of course, ang ating magic word ngayon ay beauty. Ayan, maraming salamat Erwin sa iyong pagsagot. And did the message sink in? I hope so. Mind you, that will do you good, dear learner. And now, you are now ready to face or to learn our new lesson. So our new lesson nga po is all about logical operators or enumerated. Okay. So let us consider logical connectors we joined with propositions. In this part, we shall deal with logical operators. Nakita ko na rin na nag-comment si Melody Polo, isa rin sa ating mga mag-aaral to from San Lorenzo Ruiz Senior High School. Okay, Tutor Romel, ano-ano po ba ang mga logical operators po natin? Tingnan po natin. So what does logical operator means? Or it includes what? It includes the following. The first one is the negation. I guess nabanggit ko na rin to sa ating ETUlay tutorial session last week. Conjunction, okay? Disjunction, conditional, and biconditional. Tutor Romel, pwede po bang paki-elaborate itong mga ito? Of course, okay? So, talaga naman, tingnan natin kung paano natin ma-elaborate ang mga sumusunod na logical operators. Okay, so let us start first with negation. So what do we mean by negation? The negation of a proposition P is denoted by, okay, this tilde symbol is to be read. Tandaan po when we are talking of logic, this symbol tilde is to be read as negate. Okay? Yan. To be read or negate or not. Okay? Pareho lang po na ibig sabihin yun. Okay? Negate P or not P. And is defined through its truth table. So we say that if P is true, represented by capital letter T, then negate P is false. Okay? Of course, it's the opposite. Okay? Because when we say not true, then it's false. Okay? And if P is false, then we can say that it's our not P or negate P is true. Ayan. So react naman po tayo dyan. Thumbs up or mag-react po tayo ng emoji kung kayo po ay nakakasunod sa ating ETUlay session ngayong araw na ito. Maraming salamat po. Okay, so let us have the following example. Ayan, tatanungin ko na kayo ulit ha. Okay, so state the negation of each of the following proposition. So we have proposition N sub 1, quality determines the price. Okay, ano po kaya ang negation nito? Sige nga po, hintayin ko po ang inyong comment. So once again, state the negation of each of the following proposition. Our first proposition is quality determines the price. Okay, tingnan natin kung sino po ang mauunang sumagot. Ayan. So once again, let us state the negation of quality determines the price. Ayan. Siyempre, babatiin natin ang mga nakatutok pa rin. V. Dalisay, tagasan kaya si Ma'am V. Dalisay, siya kaya ay guro, magulang, or ating isa sa mga tutor or ating learner? Ayan. So tingnan po natin, ano kaya ang sagot dito? Or what is the negation of quality determines the price? Ayan. Hello din, Erwin Paul, maraming salamat po. Kapangalan mo ang ating tutor sa basic calculus. Ayan, si Tutor Erwin. Ayan. Hello rin kay Vincent Delubio. Ayan, pioneer advisory class ko rin siya sa San Lorenzo Ruiz Senior High School. Ayan. Okay, ano po kaya ang negation po nito? Quality determines the price. Tingnan po natin, ano po ang negation niya? Ayan. It is not true that quality determines the price. Or we can say that quality does not determine the price. So these two are both correct. Both correct po ito, no? Okay, next. N sub 2 natin or proposition N sub 2 natin, a learned is one who is educated. Ayan, ano po kaya ang ating Negation po para dito. A learned is one who is educated. Okay, sige po, abang hinintay ko ang inyong mga kasagutan. Bati-bati po muna ulit tayo. Hello, Angelica Vanadero, Juanito Salas. Ayan, hinintay ko ang mga sagot ng mga estudyante natin na ito. Ayan, Erwin Paul Ray Portiliano. Ayan, Keyboard Warriors, type in your answer. Ayan, si DK Bermudez. Hello, Melody Polo. Ayan, hello po sa inyo dyan. Ayan. Hello din kay Andrian Ilyona. Ayan. Si Glo Leasing from Tarlac City Schools Division. Ayan. Okay. So, ayan. So, ang sagot natin dito ay, okay, negate and sub 2 is what we call the a learn is not one who is educated. Ayan. Tingnan po natin ang mga sumusunod naman na ating meron ba tayong given example dito? Ayan, so for our n sub 3, okay, state the negation for f of x is equal to x squared is a cubic function. Okay? So, what do you think is its negation? Tingnan po natin, ano po kaya ang negation nito? Negate n sub 3, it is not true that f of x equals x squared is a cubic function. Ayan. So, ayan, thumbs up naman po kayo at react naman po kayo kung meron po tayong natutunan sa atin pong first logical operator na ating dinefine and nagawa na po natin ito ng mga examples. Okay, nandito na yung ating mga solved examples for negation. Ayan, so mag-proceed naman po tayo for conjunction. Ayan, pag sinabi naman po natin conjunction, it is another logical operator of the proposition P and Q. Okay? Which is denoted by P hot. Okay? This symbol is what we call the hot. Okay? P hot Q and read as P and Q. Okay? So, maaari natin itong basahin as P and Q. Okay? And is defined through its truth table. Okay, so we say that if P, proposition P is true, then Q, and Q is true, then P and Q is true. Okay, next, if proposition P is true, Q is false, then P and Q is false. Okay, if proposition P is false, and proposition Q is true, then P and Q is false. Okay? And proposition P is false, Q is false, then we say that P and Q is also false. Ayan, nakuha po ba iyon? Mag-comment naman po tayo sa ating comment box para po tayo ay makapag-proceed na sa ating mga halimbawa. Ayan, so we have here, proposition P and Q are called conjuncts. Okay? The conjunction P and Q is true only when both conjuncts P and Q are true. Okay, so nalaman na natin ang definition ng conjunction. Now we can apply this definition in our different example. Okay, tingnan po natin ang mga halimbawa na ito. Ayan. So we have let D and E be propositions. So we have D, proposition D, leniency is long-suffering. Yan. And we have E, those who misunderstand it, abuse it. Okay, tingnan natin ha. Okay, so we have proposition D, leniency is long-suffering, and proposition E, those who misunderstand it, abuse it. Tingnan natin kung ano ang ating mga sasagutan. First and foremost, express the conjunctions below in verbal sentences or in symbols. For number 1, we have D and Q. Ayan. Okay. So we have here two simple proposition. Okay. And we are going to type in, the verbal sentences for D and Q. Ano po kaya yon? Ayan. So habang naghihintay po tayo ng kasagutan, hello kay Christine Rose Reyes. Ayan. Good afternoon po. Watching from Santa Resita High School. San kaya ang Santa Resita High School? Hello po, Ma'am Christine Rose. Ayan, pakisagot naman po, tagasan po kayo. Ayan. And, of course, isa sa ating mga estudyante rin from San Lorenzo Ruiz Senior High School, Amy Leona Faye H. Gobris. Ayan, good afternoon rin sa iyo anak at nawa ay mag-participate tayo. Ayan, para ma-validate natin ang inyong attendance at participation ngayong araw na ito. Ayan. So express the conjunction below in verbal sentences or in symbol D and Q. Ayan. So ano po kaya ang kasagutan? Ayan, tingnan po natin. Ayan. So may hahabol ba ng sagot? Ayan. So tingnan natin ang kasagutan po ay yan. Leniency is long-suffering and those who misunderstand it abuse it. Ayan. So, thank you po. Ayan. So, let's proceed to number 2. Number 2 natin, negate D and E. Ayan. Ano naman po kaya ang ating verbal sentences for this symbol, negate D and E? Ayan. So, nawa sinusulat ninyo sa inyong notebook rin ang inyong mga sagot. Okay? Baka nahihirapan mag-type. Okay. Okay lang naman 'yon. Basta nawa ay sinusulat ninyo sa inyong notebook. Okay. So, ang sagot natin ay, ano kayang sagot natin dito? So, for negate D and E symbol, we have the verbal sentences, leniency is not long-suffering, and those who misunderstand it, abuse it. Okay, ito madali-dali na ito kasi sentence ang given, sentence naman ang given, and ang gagawin naman po natin ay gawin natin siya or i-write natin siya into symbol. Ayan. Hello, Christine Rose Reyes. Ayan. Okay, ito yung ating given verbal sentences. Identify natin or let us put it in symbol. If our compound, okay, proposition is leniency, is long-suffering, and it is not true that those who misunderstand it abuse it, ano po kaya ang symbol para dito? Ayan. Okay, tingnan po natin ha. Okay, once again, leniency is long-suffering and it is not true that those who misunderstand it abuse it. Ano po kaya ang ating symbol para dito? Tingnan po natin. Ayun. D and negate E. How about in this one? Okay. Ayun, sumagot na si Christine Rose Reyes. Ayan. So, ayan, sumagot na rin si Juanito Salas ng D and not E. Ayan, maraming salamat po sa inyong mga kasagutan. Ito po ang tamang sagot. Ayan, tama ang sagot mo, Juanito Salas. Ayan. And for number 4, leniency is not long-suffering and those who misunderstand it do not abuse it. Ano po kaya ang sagot dito? Ayan. So, ano po kaya ang symbol para dito? Leniency is not long-suffering and those who misunderstand it do not abuse it. Okay, ang sagot po natin kaya, ano po kaya ang sagot? Ayan, so habang nag-iintay tayo, ayan, sabi ni Juanito Salas, ayan no, napaka-active ni Juanito Salas, parang si Juanito ang ating cutie of the week. Very active. Thank you very much, Juanito. Ayan. So, okay. Not D and not E. Natawa ko sa comment ni Juanito. Basic lang daw. Okay, congratulations, Juanito. Talagang nakikinig ka sa ating session ngayon. And of course, syempre sa discussion rin ng kanyang Gen Math teacher, o di ba? Ayan, sumagot na rin si Christine Rose Reyes. Ayan, sumagot na rin si Erwin Paul Ray Portiliano. Ayan, maraming salamat po. Ayan, maraming salamat po sa inyong kasagutan. Ngayon ay magpo-proceed na tayo sa disjunction define. So ano naman pong ibig sabihin nito? When we say disjunction define, negation and conjunction do not suffice logic. Okay? There are logical statements that connote the disjunction of proposition. The disjunction of propositions P and Q is denoted by P or Q. This symbol is to be read as or. Okay? Okay, ito na nga po, which read as P or Q. And defined through its truth table. So if P and Q are both true, then P or Q is true. If P is true, Q is false, then P or Q is true. If P is false, Q is true, then P or Q is true. And if both simple proposition P and Q are false, then P or Q is false. So therefore, propositions P and Q are called disjuncts. The disjunction P or Q is false only when both disjuncts are P and Q are false. Okay, so let us have the following examples. We have two T, Q, sorry. Let us have these propositions T, U, and Y. Let T be, he is an old soul. U, old songs suit his ears. And Y be, old fashion is inviting to his eyes. So what's the verbal sentence for U or Y? Sige nga po. Ano po kaya ang kasagutan? Ayan. Okay. So, ano po ang kasagutan natin dito? U or Y po natin. Ano pong sagot? Okay? So our verbal sentence for this is old songs suit his ears or old fashion is inviting to his eyes. Okay, how about number 2? So we are asked to identify the verbal sentence for negate T, okay, or and negate Q or Y. Ano kaya ang sagot dyan? Tingnan natin. Either he is not an old soul and old songs do not suit his ears, or old function is inviting to his eyes. Okay, for item number 3, either he's an old soul or old songs suit his ears and old fashion is inviting to his eyes. Tingnan natin, ano po ang ating symbol para dito? Symbol naman po ang tinatanong dito, no? Ayan. T, or, U, and Y. Ayan. Okay, next. He is not an old soul and either old fashion is not inviting to his eyes or old songs suit his ears. Ano naman po kaya ang ating kasagutan dito for item number 4? Ayan. Negate T. Okay. And, open parenthesis, negate Y or U. Ayan. So I hope marami po tayong natututunan as we go through our lesson for today. Ayan. So, meron naman po tayong conditional. Tutor Romel, ano naman po ang ibig sabihin ng conditional? Another common kind of logical of propositions includes conditional. The conditional of propositions P and Q is denoted by P with arrowhead going to the right, Q. Okay? Which read as if P then Q or P implies Q. And defined through its truth table. So we have the truth table. If P and Q are both true, then P then Q is true. If P is true, Q is false, then P then Q is false. If P is false, Q is true, then P then Q is true. And if P and Q are both false, then P then Q is true. Okay, so nawa ay nasusundan natin ang ating ETUlay learnings or session para sa araw na ito. Tandaan ha, hindi lang to pang Gen Math. Actually, nung ako ay nag-MA nga, sa PUP, sa subject naming Foundations of Mathematics, kasama rin to sa dinidiscuss, ang logic, no? And I guess isa rin to sa mga topics sa mathematics in the modern world na kukunin ng mga magpo-first year college nating mga estudyante. Okay? So proposition P is called a hypothesis, while the proposition Q is called the conclusion. Okay? So, ito po yung ating mga examples. Let X, Y, and Z be propositions. Dioxins are found almost everywhere. Y, plastics, bleach, paper, and most commodities contain the chemical dioxin. And ZB, dioxins are culprits to many diseases. So let us express it given the verbal sentences or in symbol. So we have X, then Q, or then Z, sorry. X, then Z. The answer is, if dioxins are found almost everywhere, then they are culprits to many diseases. Okay? How about negate Y, then open parenthesis, negate X. and negate Z? The answer is if plastics, bleach paper, and most commodities do not contain the chemical dioxin, okay, yun yung hypothesis natin. Okay, this is our conclusion. It's a compound conclusion. Then it is not true that dioxins are found almost everywhere, and it is not true that dioxins are a culprit to many diseases. And the symbol for this given verbal phrases, if dioxins are culprits to many diseases, then they are found almost everywhere, and plastic, bleach paper, and most commodities contain this chemical is what? Z, then open parenthesis, X, and Y. Ayan, naandyan pa po ba kayo? Please do comment. Ayan, okay. Please do comment, like, and share ang ating live video po ngayon. Maraming salamat po. And for our biconditional define, the last logical proposition that we shall consider is what we call the biconditional. This is denoted by P, if and only if. Okay, this is to be read as P and only if, no? Double arrowhead siya. Q. Or P, if and only if Q, given propositions or components P and Q, and it is read as P, if and only if po ito Q. And define through its truth table. Okay? So if P and Q are both true, then P, if and only if Q is true. If P is true, Q is false, then P, if and only if Q is false. If P is false, Q is true, then P, if and only if Q is false. And if P is true, or if P is false and Q is false, then P, if and only if Q is true. Okay? So nawa, na-follow po natin yan. Okay? So, let us have this one. Ayan. So, let G, H, and I be propositions. Only physically handicapped individuals can be called person with disabilities. That's G. H, psychosocially disabled persons, like those with chronic illnesses, can also avail PWD ID. Next, there are numerous benefits which come along with owning a PWD ID. And J, knowledge of the wide extent of who a PWD has yet to be spread. Okay? So let us express the biconditionals below in verbal sentences or in symbols. So we have number 1, negate G even only if H, and J, then I. Okay? So ano kaya ang ating verbal phrases dyan? So we have, not only physically handicapped individuals can be called persons with disability, even only if psychosocially disabled persons, like those with chronic illnesses, can also avail PWD ID, and if knowledge on the wide extent of who a PWD has yet to be spread, then there are numerous benefits which come along. Okay, medyo mahaba, no? Kasi medyo mahaba rin yung ating given symbol. Okay? For number 2, only physically handicapped individuals can be called persons with disabilities, okay, and psychosocially disabled person, like those with chronic illnesses, cannot avail PWD ID. Okay, eto yon. Hanggang dito sa ID yung G and negate H. Okay? Then pumasok na si if and only if, no? It is not true because it's negate J. Okay? If it is not true that knowledge on the wide extent of who a PWD is yet or has yet to be spread. And for number 3, knowledge of wide extent of who a PWD is yet or has yet to be spread if and only if physically handicapped individuals can be called persons with disability. So the answer is J, if and only if, negate G. Okay? Ayan, naandyan pa po ba kayo? Comment naman po kayo dyan. And ang bilis-bilis po talaga. We are down now to activities. Okay, so tapos na tayo sa ating ETUlay session for General Mathematics. Ayan. So we have, no, Our activities naman. So, excited na akong marinig uli ang sagot ng madla. Ang sagot ng ating mga ETUlay tuties, ng ating mga magulang at ng ating mga kasamahang guro. Ayan, for item number 1. Ayan. Choose the letter of the best answer. Write the chosen letter on a separate sheet of paper. Pero kayo syempre, para mabasa ko yan, i-comment nyo na yan sa ating mga comment box. For item number 1, it is a logical operator which uses the symbol V. A. Negation. B. Conjunction. C. Disjunction. D. Conditional. Keyboard warriors, type in your answer in our comment box. Go, go, go! Ayan, so habang nagtatype kayo, ayan, maraming salamat po sa ating director ngayon. Ayan, hello po sa aking mga director, sa ating director ngayon, Tutor Jester, and of course sa ating Lodi, nakatatapos na ng kanyang talk sa international seminar. Tutor Ruby, Lynn, Cabardo Pastrano. Hello po, Tutor Ruby. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsama. Ayan, yan yung mga unsung heroes natin. Okay, di ba? Okay, so sabi ni Christine Joy Reyes, ang sagot ay letter B. Sabi rin ni Erwin Paul Portiliano, letter B daw. Ayan. So, we have the answer. It's letter C. It's for disjunction kasi the symbol is V. Ayan. Okay. Okay, so tandaan po natin yan ha. Okay. Ang atin pong sagot po dito ay disjunction. Letter C kasi po ang symbol natin na ginamit ay V. Okay. O, ito na. For item number 2, bawi tayo. Bawi. Okay, number 2. Which logical operator uses the connector AND? Okay. So ano kayang sagot? A. Negation. B. Conjunction. C. Disjunction. D. Conditional. Okay, sige po. Ano po kaya ang sagot dito? Ayan, so maraming salamat. Uy, nanood na rin pala nanonood na rin pala ang aking isa sa mga advisory class na si Alexandra Villa. Hello sa iyo, Alexandra. Ayan, so ano po kaya ang ating sagot? Sa ating item number 2, don't hesitate to answer po. Ayan, number 2 daw ay letter D. Sige nga po, other answer please. Once again, the connector is AND. Okay. Is it a negation? Is it a conjunction, disjunction, or conditional? Ayan, sabi ni Juanito Salas. Ayan, sumagot na si Juanito Salas. Number 2 raw ay letter B. Tingnan natin, is his answer correct? Ayan, correct. Congratulations, Juanito Salas. And now, for item number 3, which denotes negation? A, B, C, or D? Ano pong sagot? Ayan. Keyboard warriors, type in your answer. Ayan, si Angelica sumagot na rin for item number 2, letter B daw. Congratulations, Angelica. Tama po ang iyong kasagutan. Tama kayo ni Juanito Salas. Ayan, for item 3 kaya, ano pong sagot natin? Which denotes negation? Negation po tayo ha. Hindi ko binabasa kasi pag binanggit ko na, ito, malalaman nyo na yung sagot. Kaya maghintay po tayo sa inyong mga kasagutan. Ayan, may mga sumasagot ng B, may sumagot ng C. Sabi ni Orland Malabanan, it's letter C. Tingnan natin. Ano po ang tamang sagot? Letter C po. For negation, tandaan natin, the symbol is tilde P. Ayan. Thank you very much, Orland. Tama po ang iyong kasagutan. Ayan. So, ayan. Number 4, which denotes naman daw po biconditional. Ayan, katatapos lang natin ito ha. Letter A, B, C, or D. Pili na kayo. O, di ba? Ayan, ano po kaya ang kasagutan natin dyan? Is it letter A, B, C, or D? Ayan, ano pong sagot kaya? Ayan, so, for item number 4 na po tayo ha. Ayan, hintayin natin ang ating mga kasagutan dito. Ayan, ano po kaya ang sagot ng madla? Ayan, so, ayan, tingnan natin, may nag-comment nata. For number 4, letter D. Ayan, sabi ni Christine Rose Reyes, letter D. Ganon din ang sagot ni Angelica Vanadero, ni Erwin Paul Portiliano, letter D daw, at ni Juanito Salas, letter D daw. Ang sagot ay letter D. Tama po kayo. na-reveal na yung sagot sa number 5. Ayun. Pero sige, ayan. Sumagot na si Christine Rose Reyes sa number 5, which denotes disjunction. Ang sagot ay letter A. Ayan. Item 6 naman tayo. Identify the logical operator used in each compound proposition. Number 6, competence is not confidence. A, conditional. B, biconditional. C, negation. D, conjunction. Ano po kaya ang sagot? Yan, hintayin natin ang sagot ng ating mga keyboard warriors ng mga nakatutok ngayon para sa ating General Mathematics ETUlay session. Second to the last episode. O, di ba? For school year 2020 to 2021. Okay, o, di ba? At sa bawat pagtatapos, may bagong mag-uumpisa kaya abangan ang ETUlay Summer Camp. Ayan. So maraming talagang hinanda ang ating ETUlay. Ang DepEd ICTS, ayan, sa pangunguna ng ating ICTS head, Sir Mark Anthony CC. Okay, hello po. And of course, sa director ng ating DepEd ICTS, Director Abram YC Abanil. Ayan. Okay. So, ano po kaya ang sagot for number 6? Ayan, ang sagot ay, ayan, sabi ni Orland Malabanan, negation. Tingnan natin. Letter C is correct. Letter C po, negation. Ayan, nais ko rin po palang batiin ang mga kasamahan ko kanina na nag-deliberate na for our grade 12. Ayan, students. Number 7, you should be wise as serpent and modest as a dove. A, conditional. B, disjunction. C, negation. D, conjunction. Answer is, tingnan natin. Tan-taranan, for number 7. Ano pong sagot natin? D, conjunction. Ayan. And for item number 8 tayo, a great man either wins a game with humility or loses a game as a real man. Sagot natin for number 8. Okay. Ang keyword natin dito si or, no? Okay. Again na, number 7, it's letter D kasi and. And when we say and, it's for conjunction. Okay? And it's for conjunction. Ano? Okay? Conditional if then. Tandaan nyo na. Disjunction or. Negation not. Conjunction and. Ayan. Okay. So anong keyword natin dito? Or. So ang sagot natin ay letter B. Disjunction. Ayan. For number 9. Ayan. So ang keyword natin dito, if then. So pag if then, ano po ulit? It's conditional. Letter C. Number 10. Okay? Ang keyword dito, if and only if. Okay? So ang sagot natin dito ay letter if and only if. That's for biconditional. Ayan. So si item 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 ay iiwan ko sa inyo bilang inyong activity. Ayan, pero may mga sagot dyan. Ayan, 'di ba? So send me your answer sa aking mga FB page na ibibigay mamaya. Ayan, so bago tayo magtapos, syempre lagi nating tatandaan ang math kayang-kaya. Tara at tutulungan kita. Itulay natin ang edukasyon hanggang sa matuto ka. At ako nga po muli si Tutor Romel na nag-iiwan sa inyo ng tahanan, paaralan at komunidad. Kapit-bisig po tayo tungo sa kalidad na edukasyon ng ating kabataan. At ugaliin po nating of course na bilangin ang mga biyaya upang tayo po ay laging masaya. Okay, so dito ninyo pwedeng isend ang inyong mga output sa aking Facebook page or FB Messenger account Romel John Lampas Abalye. Meron rin akong Sir Romel John Abalye account. Meron rin akong Twitter na @Sir Romel John. Ito 0 to at itong 0 rin tong sa John, no? Wakelet at Sir Romel John, Laika Sir Romel John, and Sir RJ23. See you in our next session! Basta Friday, 4:40 to 5:20, it's ETUlay General Mathematics Senior High School. God bless to everyone and to God be the glory. Bye-bye!
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan sa Lunes mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa Science. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!